Hey guys, it's Luke here. That's a really weird way of introducing a video. Like, I've been doing my whole intro thing for ages now, and it feels weird introducing this video like that. But so yeah, this is my how I feel about my channel and uploading to YouTube video. This was started by 6 Foot Hacks. After that, Nappy replied, and ever since then, like, there's been several YouTubers that have replied, such as Callum, Hoodlums Crafty, Heated Mo, Nexus. I'll leave all the other responses that I know of in the description below. But yeah, I'm here to talk about how I feel about my channel and uploading to YouTube, and I also want to talk about a lot of other things, like how my channel came along, my past, and stuff like that, because my channel is a year old tomorrow, and I wanted to make a video like this anyway. So I thought, why not, why not do this now in a response to Leo's video. So I'm just gonna come out with this. Just beforehand, I want to say this video is not for views. I've disabled monetization on this video. I'm very nervous about talking about this subject. So if I stutter, if I get voice breaks, if I stutter, voice breaks. What else? If I go quiet for a couple of seconds, oh yeah, all that sort of stuff, then I do apologize. Yeah. So, or if I say and I'm just trying to think about the best way to put this. So I'm just gonna start, like, I'm gonna go right back to the beginning of my childhood, and we're gonna go back to my primary school, which I think is that elementary school for Americans, basically 1st to 6th grade. Now, my primary school wasn't too bad. It was okay. I did get bullied a little bit in primary school by a couple of kids, one of them being Grant, actually, which is kind of funny. If you guys know who Grant is, like my closest friend now. And when I left primary school, I was so excited to go to secondary school, which I think is called high school. That's like 7th grade to 11th grade. I was so excited. I really, I was over the moon. I really couldn't wait to go to this school and meet some new people. Little did I know it was going to be horrible. A lot of people speak about their school years as their most enjoyable years of their life. I guess they're memorable to me, but not in a positive manner at all. I hated school. School was probably the worst period of my time. I screwed that up. That was the worst time period of my life. That's better. I'm sorry. When I started secondary school, I was excited because a friend that I had that wasn't in my primary school was at my secondary school. We were in the same tutor and everything, in the same class. It was great, but obviously there was about 300 kids in my year, and as the year went by, you learned that there were certain people that you didn't want to associate yourself with. The people that were like the bullies and stuff like that. And as the years went by, I became more and more of a target because I was more shy. I didn't like to speak. I didn't like to speak up. All I wanted to do at school, all I wanted to do was fit in with people. I just wanted friends. That's all I wanted at school, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. The only friend I was able to make was when we were in one of our very first math classes. And I was forced to sit next to Grant, the kid that bullied me in primary school. I was forced to sit next to him. I was like, oh, this is great. And after that day, we have been the closest of friends ever. I'm still friends with him now, and that's like 15. No, not 15. Like 10, 11 years ago. 12 years ago, something like that. So yeah, we made friends and all that. But the rest of the school, I feel, hated me. I used to get bullied a lot. I would be called names. If I tried to join people in things, they'd tell me to go away. During lunch periods, I would just seclude myself in the computer rooms because I didn't want to go anywhere. Because I was scared that I would just be told to go away, or just be shown up in front of everybody, or pushed around, or whatever. So I would literally just hide. I would hide from the world. I was even scared to leave my own room. I was scared to leave my house to go into town and do what normal kids do and hang out in town, which is what we do here apparently. But I was too scared to do that because of these people. Yeah. One time in particular that really did scare me, and it was me and Grant were outside the front of my house playing football, or soccer, and I live next to a football club, like the town's football club, and kids from my school were finishing up their training session, and they left the grounds, and they left they walked out where me and my friend were playing football, and they pulled out a phone. They all gathered in a corner. There was about 8 of them, and they gathered in a corner, and they pulled the phone out. And one of them started filming his friend, and we just didn't really take any notice. My mum always said to me to turn the other cheek. And these kids were just filming, and then eventually one of them turned around, started filming us, and then one of his friends walked towards me. I froze, if I'm honest. And Grant stepped in front of me. My friend stepped in front of me, and at that moment, the kid absolutely battered him. Like, he put so many fists into his face, so many punches into his face. It happened so fast. Like, my mum came running out and chased after them, and Grant was just holding his face. It was covered in blood. They broke his nose. It's not an enjoyable time for him as well, especially when you see the guy that did it in town. I mean, I still see the people that did this to me and him, or more or less him. I still see these people around town, and he always says to me he regrets that moment. He wished he'd fought back, but he just took those hits for me, and I feel so bad that I had to get him to stick up for me. I wish it was me that took the hits rather than him. I can't really think of any really specific examples at school. I just used to get bullied a lot. Sometimes I come home in tears. I would talk to my mum about it, and my mum used to think, it got to the point when I was in year 10, I was 15 years old, and my mum would be my mum would cry. Me and my mum would cry together because she thought that it was her fault that I was bullied. She always told me to turn the other cheek, and she told me she wishes that she taught me to fight back and stuff like that, and she really thought it was her fault that I was being bullied, and she used to get really upset. Thinking about this now is kind of making me feel really emotional. I'm just trying to put on a brave face right now, but I just remember walking home, getting into my kitchen, and then walking through to my living room and just bawling out on my mum, and then she would just bawl out with me and just be and just constantly tell me she was sorry, even though it wasn't her fault. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail. All I want you guys to know is that school was hell for me. So if anyone gets bullied, I know how you feel. But anyway, like I said, in year 7 or year 8, I was 13, 14. I needed an escape. I really needed an escape. I needed something to take my mind off. School and all the shit that I have to go through at school. So I got a computer. I got my first computer. I was so excited. And then when we got internet access, I was over the moon. I found out about this website called Cheesy Art or DeviantArt, and this website is a place where you submit artwork, like drawings and stuff. And my mum was a really good artist. My mum knew how to draw, and it inspired me to start drawing. And whenever I got a sheet of paper and a set of pencils and started drawing, it just took my mind off of everything. I felt so. It was just a happy place for me, I guess you could say. I used to just draw these things and scan them in, use my dad's scanner, and then I would try and make them look cool in Photoshop and submit them to this website after I made an account. And loads of people used to comment on my stuff and just be like, yo, this is great, you could maybe fix this up or fix that up, and maybe blah blah blah, you can. I just used to get loads and loads of attention and loads of comments, and it was the first time that I felt like I had First time I felt like I had friends, I felt so happy that people were talking to me because I could, through my artwork. And I mean, you can be anyone on the internet. No one had to know that I was a loser at school or any of that. People didn't know who I was, and they were just so nice to me, and it was like a fresh, new, clean slate for me. It was good. It was really, really good. I made loads of friends through there. I don't speak to any of them now. I actually have a couple of them on Facebook, but we don't speak anymore. But yeah, there were some good times back then. And then eventually, I started getting into, rather than drawing, I started getting into flash animating, and that was the first time. That was the very first time I experienced using like a video editing program, like because flash animating has a lot to do with keyframes, and it's also like the same as Adobe Flash, and there's a lot of similarities to Adobe After Effects. So that's where I started. No, that's where I basically started to learn how to use After Effects. I guess you could say it was like my primal point, my very first time, and yeah. So I used to just make these videos and stuff, and then in regards to YouTube, I've been here for like 6 years. I made a channel with all my where I used to upload all my Flash animations to. I'm not gonna give the name out, but like one of the videos has like over 270,000 views or something. I used to make these Flash animations, convert them to video, then upload them to YouTube. So that was the first time I started uploading videos. Like before that, I had one channel that used to subscribe to people and stuff. It didn't really have any content on it, but yeah. So that was my first channel. After that, I met a couple of people through Flash animating, through a collab I did on Newgrounds. Actually, I used to upload stuff to there as well. And they used to talk about Let's Playing. And around this time, I just started watching Chugga Conroy. I think it was his Mario Sunshine video. I'm just going to find it and see when he uploaded it and see if it, like... Yeah, 4 years ago. He uploaded that 4 years ago. So around that time, I started... I met these people and they were talking about Let's Playing. I was just watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play Mario Sunshine. It looks so fun. It looks so fun. And these guys like, Luke, you should make a channel. I'm looking at the channel now. I deleted all the videos off of it. But it was made in the 7th of December 2009, which is just just under 4 years ago. So yeah, and I made this channel. I used to upload Pokemon Crystal to it. I used to use Camtasia and Windows Movie Maker. Or did I just use? I might have just used Camtasia. Actually, saying that to make these videos with. But I sucked. Like I didn't know what to say. My commentary was horrible, so I guess I just gave up with that. And about a year after that, I got into Call of Duty, and I started making videos based around Call of Duty, because I used to watch people like Zerka, and he used to do a lot of sniping montages, and I used to just copy that. I got my first capture card, and that's where I first started to get like Sony Vegas and start to edit my videos. And I made several channels based on Call of Duty, but eventually it got to 2013, and I had one channel. I had this one channel called Xaviant. And it hit 1,300 subscribers, and eventually the Call of Duty community for Modern Warfare 2 just died out, and I got kind of bored, so I stopped. Then when that happened, about, I'm going to say around early February, I made my channel early March. Oh no, I made it late March, sorry, because obviously it's tomorrow. I made my channel late March, and around that time, I met someone. I met a girl online. I guess I felt more comfortable meeting someone online because they don't know who I am and they don't have to know about my past. Trying to find, or even like going out in this town, even at this age, people still look at you and just like you're dirt because they know who you were from school. It's horrible because I hate it when people look at you and just think, oh yeah, you're a bit of a loser. I know who you were from school. Just horrible. It's not cool at all. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I made this channel like on the 28th of March, which is tomorrow. And I needed something creative to do, I guess. So I made my intro, and I was making video. I made like my first or second video. It was okay. I mean, I uploaded on the 29th of March, then the 3rd of April, then the 14th of April. And then I didn't upload again till the 5th of May. So you can see there was a huge gap right there. The first handful of videos were like, yeah, just out of fun, just out of boredom. But anyway, back to this girl. I met this girl, and I met her online, and I went down there to meet her with Grant, and it was great. It was awesome. And then I went down the second time, and we started to date each other. It was really good. Like, I finally felt like I'd met someone. Little did I know I was so wrong. But the first couple of weeks of the relationship felt really good. Like I was really, really happy. For the first time, I felt so happy. And little did I know that this girl was danger. She had danger written all over her. The relationship was good until she started to show her real colours. She would, whenever she felt bad, whenever she felt depressed, she would purposely make me feel bad with her, so that she told me she enjoyed seeing me upset when she was upset. Which is weird, which is disgusting. I would never want to do that to someone. So I could be having the day of like a really good day, but because she was having a shit day, I would talk to her and she would just put me down straight away. And this is a person that I really opened up to. I told her everything, so she knew exactly how I worked and how exactly to make me feel upset. So yeah, the relationship got a bit further and things started getting really bad because she would. I often felt like I was being bullied again. I felt like I was in school again. I felt like she was bullying me. And it sounds stupid because I'm the male. A lot of people think I'm the male in the relationship, and I'm the one being like abused. It was an abusive relationship, but I was the one being abused. And it sounds really stupid, but she really took an emotional toll on me. She knew exactly how I worked, and she knew all about my school life. And she would just use that against me. She just trying to talk about it, it's so hard. I don't particularly want to go into too much detail, but on the night that I told her that I couldn't do this anymore, which was a hard thing to do for me, to be fair, because even though she was being so nasty to me and so cruel, I still couldn't find it in myself to split up with her. I'm not the sort of person that likes to hurt other people. And even though she was being such a bitch to me, it didn't cross my mind once for me to consider breaking up with her. But I spoke to family and stuff about it, and they thought it was the best thing to do, so eventually I did just go through with it. She did not take that very well. She told me that I was worthless. I was a broken person that can't be fixed, and that no one would ever love me. Now, it kind of sounds cheesy and stupid, but with, like, I mean, I don't know, did I mention it before? Like, I honestly can't I take things to heart. If anyone says anything to me, I usually take it to heart. Even if they're joking. It takes me a while to get, like, used to someone joking around before I know that they're joking or not. So when she said this to me, it really, really, really hit me. It really hit me. I was so depressed. She says that after I split up with her, I felt like I was expecting to feel a release, like a weight off my shoulders, but it really didn't help. I felt like shit after what she said, because everything she said to me, all the bad stuff she said to me, just echoed in my head every single day, and I felt so bad. And that's when my YouTube channel came in, because well, I guess it was during the relationship. I had this whole gap from the 14th of April to the 5th of May where things were going well. And then as soon as things started going bad, I started producing videos. It was like I mentioned before, when I was being bullied in school, I would use drawing and cheesy art as an escape to forget about all the pain and all the shit that was going on in my life. And I started making videos. And that was my escape from, like, her. And I just felt like I was in a completely different place when I was editing and making these videos. Like, I felt like when people started commenting, I started getting likes and views. I felt great. It felt amazing. People want to see me do stuff. People like me. It really was a confidence. It really was a confidence booster. It really was. So I used to make these videos just to cheer myself up, basically. I didn't show it in my commentary because I completely forgot about it. And it was just like being in like a completely new world, if you know what I mean. But no, yeah. That's basically how I started my channel. I started my channel out of boredom, and then my content really started to brew once I felt like I needed somewhere to escape to. So I've been here for a while. Yeah. This is the first channel that's ever gotten anywhere, if I'm honest with you, and I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, when I started making videos and I started getting subscribers and stuff, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna set a target for myself. This is gonna get serious. I'm gonna set a target for myself. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers in a year. Tomorrow is that year, and I'm on 6,400. That's overwhelming. I mean, it doesn't seem a lot to some people because they got so many subscribers in such a short amount of time, but to me, that is something that's much more than I ever thought I'd be, ever. And I know a lot of people think it's not that much because I got shouted out by a lot of people. I didn't ask to be shouted out. Not once did I ask to be shouted out. I asked 2 or 3 people to look at my videos and tell me what they thought and give me feedback. But Nappy shouted me out at like 600 subs. Like Hayden liked my video at 300 subs. And I just want to say that around that time, I felt like dirt. I felt like shit. I'm not even gonna lie. And when I saw Nappy talk about me and my video in his Y playthrough and then shout my video out, you know, that really made that just made me. I was so happy. I just couldn't believe that someone on the likes of Nappy, who had like 30,000 subscribers at the time, had taken the time to go look at my video and then shout me out afterwards. And everything, the pain, with every video and every comment and every like and every view, the pain just seemed to flow away. And I don't know where I'd be without this YouTube channel right now. I would be so depressed. I mean, sometimes I go back to thinking about what she says, and I just crack open a video, or I start editing, or I join a Skype call with friends, and the pain just goes. It's gone. I'm a very insecure person. You probably tell. I haven't lived. I don't want to. I mean, I know there's people that are worse off than me, and I don't want to seem like I'm fabricating it or anything. But I have. I don't think I could have let. I don't think I look at some of the people I know, and they've lived such better lives than I have, and I'm jealous that I've had to go through all this bullying shit. It sucks, man. It's completely destroyed my confidence. But I mean, then again, saying that, YouTube has brought my confidence up. I mean, I wouldn't be speaking about this now if it hadn't brought my confidence up. I feel like you guys should know all this. So, anyway, enough of the feels. I'm done with that. I just got another thing to talk about, and that's, did I imagine to be where I am today? And like I said, I didn't think I'd hit 6,000 subscribers in a year, not at all. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. I love you guys too much. But yeah, I mean, with all the stuff that's happened, I'm just so happy that I've met all the people I have. I met way too many people, and I can't thank all of you in one video. I can, but I can't say all your names. I can't list all of you, but I just can't say anybody that has ever spoken to me, anyone that's ever given me feedback, positive or negative, anybody that's taken their time to tweet me, taken the time to message me, taken the time to comment and like my video. I can't thank you enough. Yeah, I mean, one thing about my channel is that I think people think I'm very, very, I like to think about what people think about me. A lot of people are just like, Nick, for example, he's just like, I don't care what people think. I have a problem where I'm always thinking about what other people think of me and my videos and stuff like that. And I don't want, or I feel like people think that I cheated because I got loads of people to shout me out. And I just, I don't want people thinking my content is crap. Sometimes I put so much, sometimes I think, how do I say this? Some people say don't upload your video unless you like it. Would you watch your own video, sort of thing? But sometimes I watch my own video and think I do absolute shit. I watch my own video and I listen to the sound of my own voice and I'm just like, this video sucks. And sometimes I watch some of my own videos and I think, oh, this isn't too bad. I'm proud of this video. But I upload both because some people, even though it's a video I don't like, you guys might like it. If that makes any sense. But I feel like people think that I just, like I saw someone tweeting out the other day, like shout out, like in quotations, shout out subscribers, and I was like, ouch. I kind of feel like that my channel, I mean, I didn't ask to be shouted out, even though I'm grateful for it, because I wouldn't be where I am today. I just don't want people thinking that I like mooched off everybody else. But yeah, I don't know, YouTube's had a huge effect on my life, alongside Pokemon too. Without YouTube, like I said, I don't know where I'd be, honestly. And I'm guessing I really haven't had much motivation this last month because of my car crash and stuff, but I've had people like Shino, in particular, who has really tried to motivate me and keep me going this month. Alongside my other friends, such as Matt. Nick's also been there for me, even though he's ass. But yeah, there's too many people to name. But you guys are awesome. All of you are awesome. And for helping me through my struggle. Like, none of you even realized you were helping me. But I've not felt more welcomed into a community ever. Or more welcomed into anything, really. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I think I've pretty much touched everything about my past and about COD, about my previous channels, about all my horrible nitty-gritty past stuff. So, yeah, I don't know how to end this. How do you end a video like this? So, thanks for listening to me, I guess, and I will see you guys later.